My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Pretty much how you can sum up my feelings about Peach Boy Riverside, the anime. The first episode was so goddamn good that I absolutely had to go read the manga. After reading a little bit past where the anime ended, I can say it's a solid 8 out of 10 manga. I love the character designs. I really fell in love with all the characters. The action was freaking badass. And then the rest of the anime came out and it was like good after the first 2 episodes. And then what the fuck happened with like the third and beyond? And it really just killed the entire series for me, and I mean plenty of other people. I mean, it has a 6.25 on my anime list. Obviously my anime list not be all end all by any means, but I would say a good amount of people who watch Peach Boy Riverside was not really too happy with it, especially the manga readers. And I have seen some comments regarding Peach Boy Riverside saying like, oh, I actually enjoyed it, I just didn't know what the fuck was going on. Like episode 3 was like episode 7 or some bullshit. That just ruined the entire experience. Don't quote me on this exactly, but I did see something about the author actually approving of this because they wanted Mikoto and Sally to be like, you know, the protagonist, the durotagonist. I forget the actual word for it. He didn't just want it to be about Sally, which I kind of get that if that's not really what you're going for with your story now, but you already made the story, you already made the manga, and the manga I think is really good, like I said, and it follows a really concise story. It doesn't really seem that confusing to me. And then the anime just jumbles it all up. Like, I'm not saying in theory that's a bad idea, like you can have stories with durotagonists, but you already made the story how it fucking was, and just jumbling up the episode doesn't work. I know the anime has finished airing, and now you can go back and actually watch a series in order. I'm sure somebody out there has made a list of what each and every episode technically aligns to and completely understand the timeline. Even so, it's been so long afterwards, and not even just, well, 2023, 2 years later. It's not something that's like an instant classic like Toradora. You know, it's not something that people are really going to go back to. It's very much a seasonal anime where people are gonna watch it or probably not watch it because how fucked up it was and forget its freaking existence. Disappointing to see that so many people are missing out on a great freaking story and an amazing anime slash manga because they just wanted to fucking ruin it for some reason. Some scenes and clips here and there actually gotten a lot of views because, like I said, it is really well fucking adapted. It is really fucking good, and it's gotten like hundreds of thousands to probably millions of views, so people know about it. People know that it's freaking good, but how many people actually went back and watched it in its complete form now that it's actually aired? And I'm sure some people did. I'm not saying no one ever has done it ever, but at the same time, if you just put it out how it's supposed to in the first place, I'm sure there would be plenty of more people, a lot more people actually talking about it. Maybe not in 2023 anymore, but probably a few people I could see on the good old twatters tweet out like, hey, you know, remember Peach Boy Riverside? That shit was actually low-key fire. And to top it all off, they didn't even show my favorite part in the anime. Now, I get it. They only have like 12, 13 episodes to work with, so they can only really put so much story packed in those 12, 13 episodes unless you want to completely rush the shit out of it. I'm not saying it would 100% gotten a season 2 was aired in the correct order. It would have been an absolute banger, 10 out of 10, best anime of the season, but I would say that there's an absolute better chance of it getting a season 2 if it did well than what it fucking did and did terrible, at least in the West. I don't know how it did in Japan and overseas. Maybe it actually did really good. It's really disappointing that we're probably not going to get a season 2. I would love for it to get a season 2. I mean, I can see some of my favorite moments, but you know, it probably won't happen. And even if it gets a season 2, if they do the same bullshit again, that would just absolutely blow my fucking mind. I can vouch for the manga 100%. Go fucking read it. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, if you prefer the anime, I can say that it wasn't necessarily a terrible time, but I hope you all did enjoy the video, and if you did, if you would not mind leaving a like and consider subscribing. Hope you all have a fantastic day, night, evening, morning, whatever the hell time it is for you. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.